Welcome to a new What I Eat in a Day. Christmas is almost here, so this morning I had my gingerbread granola. I will make sure to post a link to the recipe in the description box, but with the granola I had pea milk and wild frozen blueberries that I had thawed overnight. And a banana on the side, of course. After breakfast, I had a cup of tea from my tea advent calendar. I think I got this exact same tea in my previous video, but the calendar contains 13 different teas spread out on 25 days. I also had to open my chocolate calendar, and this chocolate and tea advent calendar situation is a way for me to really enjoy the small things, something nice to enjoy in December when the sun is barely out. For lunch, I had leftovers, and this time I had tried a Pinterest recipe that I can link below. It was Marry Me lentils. I was a bit skeptical to it at first because it contains coconut milk, and I don't like the taste of coconut milk unless you can't taste it that much. Like in curries, because the curry flavor is so strong that it conceals the coconut milk flavor. But luckily, you weren't able to taste it much in this recipe, even though it didn't contain any curry. I find that adding lemon juice helps to sort of neutralize the flavor. I had this with 2 pieces of rice sourdough bread, and it was such a good hearty meal. In the afternoon, I had hot chocolate. I forgot to film how I made it, but luckily I already posted a very simple reel on my Instagram on how I made it, so I can link it below. FYI, I had a glove on quote-unquote the wrong hand because I had a paper cut and I didn't want it to get messy and stuff. But anyway, for dinner, I wanted to make a warm winter salad. I've seen so many people on social media making a similar salad, but I didn't follow a recipe. I decided to just improvise it my own way. So first, I peeled a sweet potato and cut it into bite-sized pieces and added them to a baking tray. I then rinsed a can of chickpeas and added them to the tray as well. I drizzled on avocado oil and kept the spices simple because I just added salt and pepper, and then I roasted everything at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes as usual. I also made some quinoa while that was in the oven to save time, and then I washed some kale, shredded it, and added it to a bowl along with avocado oil, and then I massaged it a little bit because it makes it easier to chew and digest. And when it was about 10 minutes left of the cooking time of the potato and chickpeas, I added the kale to the tray so that it would get lightly cooked. I just didn't want it to be completely raw. I also made a simple tahini dressing, so I added lemon juice to a bowl. I just eyeball it always, but for tahini I usually go for a tablespoon per serving. I also added some honey to make it taste less bitter. You can use maple syrup instead if you're vegan. Then I added sea salt and garlic powder and mixed that around. Then I just gradually added water to get my desired consistency. When everything was prepared and done, I just added everything to a large bowl. I also wanted to add pumpkin seeds for some crunch. before serving, I sprinkled pomegranate seeds on top of the salad, which makes it even better and adds a hint of sweetness and tanginess. Anyway, I really enjoyed this day of eating, if I say so myself. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because that would be very appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.